In the midst of the T-virus outbreak
Yeah, I'm
in
just
Raccoon City,
here.
Claire Redfield
drawing.
succeeded in escaping from the city, along with one of the
The
only
current
other
commission I
survivors,
have on my page is Michael Myers stabbing somebody.
a young girl
You know,
named
no big
Sharon.
deal. Oh, you're from Utah. You're one of
However,
them. Ah, I
Behind
see.
their escape was
One of the
lone
canyon
survivor of
people.
the Raccoon City Police Department, Leon S. Kennedy.
Gotcha. It's stabby. Yeah, I got some of those charity commissions to finish, and a couple of other ones, some of the stream giveaway ones, and then prints for Comic Cons. We have 3 Comic Cons. I ended up I'm not going to go to the Metal Gear Solid one this year. It's too last minute, especially with funding and all the other stuff I have going on now. So,
What have we got here?
you miss Oregon weather already? We had a typical Oregon day. It was very foggy most of the day. I was gonna go fishing and take the boys, but I decided not to. Like, fishing for me on a cloudy day, that's perfect for, a number of reasons, including the fish. But the boys on a not sunny day on the river, they were not gonna pay attention. So we opted out of that today. But then it got sunny later in typical Oregon fashion. Now it's really nice. At the same time, at the same place, you have to survive this night to know the true end. All right. Guys, do we want to know the true end? I want to know the true end. Oh, yeah. The true end is don't cut in early because there's a second zombie. It's feel good already, even though I haven't played in a few days. Feeling good. Hot and sticky? Yeah, I lived on the east for a while and I did not love it. The humidity was ridiculous. And that's something I tell people here. We're so lucky with where we live because we get all the hot, dry inland weather coming out. Right? It all comes off the river, which makes where we live incredibly dry for the ocean. Like, people do not understand how lucky we actually have it. Especially when it's hot. Like, our beach on a hot day is literally the best because it is crisp and refreshing. I have the TV waiting screen on. No, I don't. What are you talking about? Refresh your page.
Hey, get over here!
You have to refresh Twitch, Beth. I don't know what you're talking about.
Stay back!
Basically, what this guy does right here by shooting the chopper is what I did with my scenes. It's Link's fault. I like that. Let's blame Link. Hey, look, the game. Yep, professional streamer over here. No! Oh no, they bit me early. That's not good. Hi, Mr. Liquor. Lee. Asshole Liquor. Yo, the retro lady. Welcome on in. How the heck are you doing tonight, friend? Big fist bump. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm exhausted. I had a crazy weekend just in the sun for hours upon hours upon hours, so I'm pretty tired. Yeah, butt liquor. Our prices have never been lower. Yeah, go pass out. You don't want to be on that jet lag. You got a new emote? All right, let's see it. Let's see this. It better be good though. It better be better than me in a golden Speedo. Yes, that console. Isn't that a Wii? Isn't that the nunchuck from the Wii? But it also, no, that's not Atari because I don't see the dial. Atari also had that like long dial like thing. No? Okay. Way older? Oh, then you're gonna have to tell me. My video gaming starts at the Nintendo Entertainment System. I mean, I played older stuff in the arcades because it was still there, but really, video gaming for me started with the Nintendo Entertainment System. And when did the Super Nintendo come out? This actually, because by the time I remember being able to play games, Sonic was already out. The Fairchild controller. I don't even know what that is. That's nutty. That's incredible. It looks like, is it like a joystick connected inside and there's like a button on the side or something like that? Or maybe there's no buttons at all, it's just the stick? It's just a stick. Well, then how the hell do you kill things if you can't hit the kill things button? Yo, Yami, what's up, dude? Big fist bump. Not much, you know. I was just working. Trying to finish up these commissions and different things I gotta send out. How are you today? It's almost like a bop it. Push down for fire. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Michael Myers is staring back at me right now, and it's kind of scaring me. Oh my gosh, the burb slowed me down. That sucks. The burbs are slowing me down. Yerber derber der. Okay, we can just skip that. Gosh, I love this game. Getting a new logo and stream avatar from a friend? That's super nice. That's super cool. Yeah, I'm excited. Once I'm a little more caught up on a few things here, I'm gonna make some time to start animating stuff for the stream. So I think that'll be fun. I know that like I have some superhero characters and some different comic characters that I want to more or less play around with before their stories are ready. So I think it'd be really cool to like animate them and make those a part of the stream, as well as some other, you know, cool stuff. Be good enough. Great Mr. X fight. If I don't hone in on a single project, yeah, you'll be, listen, a jack of all trades is not a bad thing. It just depends on what you want to do. I've been a jack of all trades most of my life, and then I honed in on a couple of things through that. But what that really did is it taught me how to learn. I got really good at learning. And then like, I started focusing on like guitar, right? And that was like my big thing. I got really good at guitar, got really good at martial arts. And it wasn't later in life that I actually like honed in on art and I made that my thing. But yeah, I mean like you're gonna get better with time. So if your time is spread between multiple things, they're gonna grow at a slower rate because just each one of those things is getting less time. But that's not necessarily a bad thing either. Like it just depends on what you're doing it for. Yo, the Cyrus Zeal. We were supposed to play Bloodstained together last Friday, and my crazy life, we got sidetracked, so we're gonna try that again this week. Or the week after. The week after. No, it's this week. Is it this week or the week after? Cyrus knows. He's on top of it all. Oh shoot, I gotta go kill the lickers. The final DC comes out tomorrow, by the way. Oh, nice. Well, I'll make sure that the game's all downloaded and up to date. Yeah, that's going to be extremely fun. Thank you for the 22 months, my friend. Big fist bump. That's almost half of a year. Well, how did that happen? Okay, we got hit. We got liquor hit. That was weird. And we got bit by the birdos, but we didn't take a hit from Mr. X, so we're still on par to at least clear to Ada so far, as long as we don't have any incredibly terrible things happen, like this liquor hitting me or getting a head swipe. Yeah, you guys need to check out Lee. Cyrus Zeal, and a few of the other streamers in this chat. I wonder if we'll see Baines in a little bit. He usually starts waking up close to now. Maybe a little bit later from now, actually, that I think about it. I told you he was gonna head swipe. I told you he was gonna head swipe. He tried it, and I stuffed his face for it. That could have been death. That could have been disaster. But the liquor can suck it. Get it? Liquor, suck it. Yo, Executioner, one up. What's going on? How you doing today? Big fist bump. Welcome on in. We are just, you know, playing some Resident Evil 2 with no healing items. So I get a little bit excited when something goes wrong and then goes completely right. Frickin' liquor. My gosh, they're assholes. They're asshole liquors. That's... Resident Evil 2 is your absolute favorite? Yeah, I'm always torn between 2 and 4. And they're extremely different games, but I love them for exactly the same kind of reason, essentially, is they remind me of my childhood, right? So, like, I grew up in a police station, hanging out, being in there all the time, so a game that takes place in a police station with zombies is crazy. And it was actually one of my dad's coworkers. He was one of the cops. He had a home theater with Resident Evil 2. And that's where I learned how to play this game, was at his house. So I have this nostalgic memory of being in the police station and always thinking about that game, hearing the music in my head when I was hanging out there and stuff. And then 4 reminds me of my hometown, because I live in a very small rural area, and we have some like dilapidated parts of it, like upriver and stuff like that. And you can go to like the old places, and it's creepy. It's creepy and forgotten. So anyways, yeah, this game is super special to me. Yeah, I was surprised. I did not like Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 remakes. And to me, both those games were gutted. There was only about half of the content there that should have been there. And that was extremely upsetting. I think they play nice. Like, the gameplay is super good. But Resident Evil 4 remake, they did a very good job on. Like, everything was accounted for, everything was there, even if things were slightly different. And in the end, there was actually a little bit more. They actually added a little bit of context to certain things. Nice quick shots, let's go. I have to run back by here later, so that'll work. Yeah, I mean, whatever you're trying to get into is going to have an investment attached to it, Yami. Which is why honing into one thing is usually better, because you're going to get more quality stuff. So, for instance, like, okay, like getting into hunting, right? If you're gonna start farming and hunting your own food and stuff like that, there's a lot of tools and a lot of things that you have to do in order to start making that a living thing at first, if you're not kind of like born into a family that does it and stuff like that, right? So you're not gonna bow hunt and rifle hunt and have a farm and do all those things at one time, because time and cost, right? You have to start with one thing at a time. Or like, art is nice. I love being an artist because it's actually extremely simple. I can literally pick up a pencil, I can pick up a Q-tip, I can pick up a charcoal stick at a beach. I can draw on anything as an artist, which is super neat. Yeah, RE4 Remake, they knocked it absolutely out of the park. I actually might like it more than the OG. It's super addicting to play. The jury's still out on that one, but I only have good things to say about that. You know what other game is really good, guys? And I might end up playing it on stream because I like it so much. Stellar Blade. Yeah, I do painting. I do painting. I don't do it a ton.
Claire,
if you need an oil painter, this is why I started a studio, right? This is why we have Crimson Titan, because I actually have a colorist, a painter on the team. So if you would like something painted, or you would like to talk to him about techniques and learning and getting started, I can absolutely help get that going. I am definitely a much stronger penciler. That's where my strength lies. I'm not a terrible inker, but I would not say that I'm a proficient inker either. I've started getting my own inking style, but really I'm just a worse version of other people. Okay, load up the Matilda. Let her rip. Oh my gosh, we saved so much ammo. That was so well planned. That was so well planned. Now, I do like doing digital color because that's how I was trained for comic books. I was trained on digital color, which I have a lot of fun with. But then again, I'm not as good as a colorist. You miss painting? Place you want an office space with a door so you don't have to worry about Link tracking paint all over my... Yeah. My office moving has been interesting, but luckily my kids are old enough now that I don't have to worry about it. So I've got paints and markers and stuff sitting out here, but nobody touches it anymore. See the pencil and concept sketches on how art became into being? Yeah. Sometimes when I'm doing commissions, I'll leave a little bit of that pencil in there, especially because I started working more with like red and blue pencil as my preliminary setup. So you can look behind the inks and see some of the red and the blue. And I think that adds a bit of charm to it. Lucky Mazada won that Resident Evil 2 piece. I'm super excited to start on that. But I gotta get the I have to get the 2 commissions done for streamers against child abuse first, because that did come in. So I'm excited to do those. I am playing on the Wii, so the GameCube port of Resident Evil 2. So I've got a GameCube controller in my hand. It is on hardware. What is interesting is my disk drive recently went out. So this Wii has actually been modded. And now I'm playing the games off of a USB drive, which is actually super cool. But yeah, it is technically hardware. I like the GameCube versions of these are my favorite. I love the GameCube controller for tank controls because it's got the 8-way locking gate. So if I really want to push into a certain angle, like really crispy, it kind of locks into it. It's just very comfy. I don't know. I really like the controller. But yeah, I have RE2, 3. I think I still have my copies of 1 and 0 on GameCube as well. But I think this is my favorite version of RE2 and 3 is the GameCube. They look very nice. The Dreamcast version looks really good too. I just hate the button layout. The button layout is weird on the Dreamcast version. Yeah, dude. Well, and this is why, like, I come back and you hear me bitch a little bit about modern anime. Look at the art quality between 90s, 80s anime and today. Man, it's not even... You can tell, like, the hand-on art wasn't always perfect, right? But it's got so much love and character in it, and line weight. In a lot of modern anime, they literally, like, will just do straight lines, like they're holding shift on the keyboard and just using a ruler tool to just go blank, blank, and just putting the line down. And there's no line variation, there's no curvature, there's no... It comes off very, very dead weight. So, I mean, that's why, like, I mean, you should judge things on certain appearances, right? If you're educated to know what kind of appearances you're looking for. When it comes to, like, anime and comics and stuff, there's a certain level of quality in the line work that I think we are allowed to ask for. Because usually artists and teams of that caliber are also working with very talented writers, right? They usually go hand in hand. Where you start seeing people skimp on the art, you're probably gonna see people not pay good writers to be on the team. Oh, that guy took way too many rounds. That's fine. We saved a bunch in the one room anyway, so. Today you had to sew a strap onto the back of the dress you wore last week because it broke off. Took you twice as long because Link wanted to play. Oh, because the cat. Yeah, makes sense. Cat just bapping it, dangly things. Well, that sounded way weird. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Careful because cats will bap at dangly things. What's my favorite Resident Evil of all time then? I cannot choose between 2 and 4. They are both my favorite. Like I said, for those different reasons. I'm really trying to hunt down one of these VP70s that Leon has. I really want to collect this. Yo, Deja, what's going on? So I'm on the, for when it comes to firearms, I'm a very practical person. I own what I need, not necessarily to collect, because it's an expensive hobby. I'd rather the things that I use just work and be good and take care of. But this is one weapon that I would really like to own. Yeah, Leon's my guy. Leon's my guy. And it's, like I said, it's just because he happened to be in the stories that connected with me nostalgically, right? I liked Leon because he was he's this rookie cop that just gets thrown into the worst situation in the world and just rises, above everything. And then when you get to RE4, it's kind of the same thing. He's in this crazy village, and the threat is bigger than it's ever been. That being said, I also really love Jill. I think Leon and Jill are probably my 2 favorite Resident Evil characters. Okay, let's see if we can't get these. Oh, no. Where's the twofer? Come on. Okay. That was a lot of shotgun ammo. Not that we're gonna run out, because actually we end the game with like 100 rounds. I think this bum is still here. Yeah. Well, since you're already activated, we'll just take you out. Sorry, bud. Yeah, Leon's my guy. I love his change of character too. Like, he's such like a kind of an optimistic, naive, like white knight kind of guy in this first game. Just innocent, idealistic, just really trying to do the right thing. And I love that about him. And then you see him when he gets pulled in for 4 after all this, how he becomes a little more jaded because he's seen something. He's seen some shit. And, he becomes kind of snarky and kind of just like a little more weary, a little more downtrodden, I guess. I love that about him and his arc, and I think they did a really good job with this character in both games. Is in a bappy mood today. Oh, not good. That's no good. No bappy cats. We don't do bappy cats here. Yeah, I think my top 2 characters probably Jill and Leon. I wish they would dive more into Jill's character because in the lore she's supposed to be the first female Delta Force operative, which is funny they use the term Delta Force because that's a detachment, but I get it. She's supposed to be one of the most elite military badass chicks to ever exist, and I think that's a really cool idea that when she's done with that, she goes to law enforcement, joins STARS. I just wish they would do more with her character because they always put Jill in like really crazy circumstances, but they don't always develop her story per se. Like 3 was pretty good because she's trying to bring down Umbrella and then kind of gets stuck in the city. Deja, how you doing, friend? I'm happy to see you. How's everything going? All right, let's go get our other plug. G-Dub, it's good to... What? Big fist bump. It's good to see you, buddy. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're having a super blessed day. G-Dub, one of the most amazing mods around Twitch. Doing okay, can't complain. How am I? Other than being baked in the sun and really just like, that kind of like dehydrated, tired you get from like several days in the sun? That's kind of where I'm at. But other than that, I'm great. Like, I can't complain. It's fishing season. The weather's good, so I can go out to the range. The martial arts studio is opening up this summer. Like, a lot of things are going good. I'm just a little tired, so it's a little like overwhelming sometimes. You would like RE7 and Village because you got bored of the zombie trope? Okay, my personal take. Resident Evil 7 is a masterpiece of a game. It is incredible, and it ages very well. It's a little more simple, a little more straightforward, and I think that works to its strength. Now, with Resident Evil 8. Resident Evil 8 is basically Resident Evil 6 Part 2, in my opinion. That game is a hot freaking mess. It doesn't know what it is or trying to be or trying to do, and I don't love it. I liked my first playthrough. and I liked it less and less every subsequent playthrough. So take that for what you will. That's just my opinion. That's just like my opinion, man. But I would start with 7. And 7 is really affordable. Yo, Adeline Archer, what up? It's good to see you. Big fist bump. Okay, so long story short, my office moved rooms, and so I have not been able to set up the camera. But everything is pretty much set up, so I will probably get the camera up and going here real soon. The other thing is we might do like a VTuber thing instead. So we might be looking to actually animate everything. That way when people do like, you know, certain redeems of certain characters, it actually will transform me into those things for those impressions. So when I do like Dr. Otto Scratch and Sniff or Arnold or Strong Bad, it would actually be those characters in the box. We'll see how it all works out. If it's stupid and doesn't work, we'll go back to what's tried and true. My stupid ugly mug doing dumb things. Shouldn't you be in bed? It's only 8 o'clock. What are you talking about? I don't go to bed till like 4 in the morning. I mean, then I wake up at 7, but... Adeline, did you see the AEW Fight Forever was free on PlayStation Plus? I don't know if you have that or not, but being the wrestling fan that you are, I wanted to let you know, if you haven't checked that out, I picked it up. And one of the things we're gonna do is I'm gonna have like a art incentive here real soon, where we'll have like different themes, right? So like the first theme I want to do is pro wrestler. Like get yourself turned into a pro wrestler, right? Which I will draw you in your costume and your whole gimmick. And then I'll send you the art and I'll put the digital one up on stream. So every time you come into stream, you can have your own command and it will like have explosions and animations of like your character version coming up. And I want to make those characters in one of the games so that we could have tournaments for giveaways. So actually people's wrestlers will go up against each other for, you know, for giveaways every once in a while. I would say this, AEW is not a perfect game. It's a little rough. It's a little, it's a little unrefined, but I love the arcade style action. I'm a little over wrestling game simulators. Like I like being able to just hop in and just go to town and play. Like it's very nice to play, very fast. Wait, why did that not hit him? Oh, I took his arm off. He got Alex Murphy. That's unfortunate. Saul took way more ammo than it should have. There's one more. Yeah! Look at those butts. That's pretty funny. Big wrestling fan here. You're going to SmackDown? Ooh, nice. Dude, live wrestling is so good. Yeah, if you didn't get it the first time, like I said, it's free on PlayStation Plus, so now you have nothing to lose if you have PlayStation Plus. Zooey, what's going on, dude? Big fist up on. It's good to see everybody. How the heck is everybody doing? Was your first live event? That's pretty cool. I can't remember. I had a buddy who took me to one when I was living in Boise, and I don't remember which show it was, but I remember being like super stoked, and then we went to a couple after that, and it turned like, it kind of brought me back into loving pro wrestling, because the live events were just so much fun. Do you have 2 unopened PS5s? Oh, crazy. Are you scalping? Sting is the GOAT. Yes, he is. Absolutely 100%. Sting is the GOAT. Greatest of all time. 100%. Will not argue with you there. Yeah, I love wrestling. Like I've done mixed martial arts my whole life, whether it was kickboxing or traditional fighting or like point sparring or MMA. I've done it all. Okay. I love and admire pro wrestling.
Who are you?
LA Knight. Yeah.
And
Your friend is a store manager at Walmart? Jeez. You just didn't do anything with him? Man, you could have been a millionaire a couple years ago. Oh, Surfer Sting era was awesome. His whole, like, transition and everything was sick. I don't know if I posted it. I think it was on Twitter. Sting had an arc where him and RoboCop worked together. Yeah, Sting and RoboCop. Like, you might be cool, but you will never be freaking Sting tag teaming with RoboCop. Am I right? Oh, what match you got up? Heck you, Finn Balor. Yeah, Surfer Sting's what I grew up on. That's when I found out I liked him. I have this thing for the characters with face paint. Like, I loved Ultimate Warrior. I loved Sting. Some of the Japanese wrestlers that would come over with face paint, I always rooted for them. That was always a big thing. And then when Sting is, he's like at the top of WCW. And he does that whole flip turn during the NWO was just, it was perfect timing. It was perfect timing. Yeah, Warrior was awesome. That dude was him and Sting were lifting partners, and I think they were tag team partners before they got picked up for big promotions. When they were doing the small circuits,
what did you tell them?
They were doing together.
I'm trying
you think he was?
Find my boyfriend. His name's John.
I mean, I think Warrior was more just a powerhouse. Like, he was so big and bulky. He was not very technical. But I don't remember seeing him botch anything. Like, he seemed like a pretty good performer. Yeah, Sting started slimming down a little bit over time and got more into the technical things he was doing, whereas Warrior kind of kept bulking. As long as you've been alive, yeah, dude. Sting's a beast. And he's got a wonderful story about overcoming, like, pain and drug addiction and, like, coming to the Lord and stuff like that. That's really awesome. Really awesome, his story, you know. It just reminds me of, like, no matter how high you are in life, you think you are, like, you're on TV or this and that, you could be miserable. And you could have everything and just be miserable. And it was, you know, something else that brought him that peace and that happiness, and that's available for everyone. Right? There's always a way out. There's always a way back. Yeah, he's a super straight shooter. Like, I've heard nothing but, like, great things about his professionalism. He's just a good dude. I love it. You guys remember that Sprite commercial of Sting and that kid? Like, he's got a good sense of humor. That commercial cracks me up. Commercial freaking cracks me up. Yeah. If you guys don't know, Excite Wrestling is a promotion, small promotion in New York, I think, but they live stream on Twitch. So if you're looking for some more pro wrestling action, Excite is really cool. They've produced some up and comers. Diamond Dallas Page, what a character, right?
Ada? I don't think I've introduced myself yet.
DDP.
My name's Leon. I'm with the RPD.
What a character. That guy has a neat story too.
It's a dead end.
I think Diamond Dallas Page was on
Think
like
we can get upstairs
hard
through
drugs.
this shaft?
Like we're talking hard
Give me a
drugs, and I
boost.
forgot
I'll
who
go
it
and check.
was. One of the other wrestlers like helped him like come out of that, which is super cool. And I think he now helps other people overcome drug addiction. He teaches yoga now? That's awesome. Bang! Yeah. Did you guys ever watch Ready to Rumble? That's one of my favorite movies. They all did such a good job in that movie. Okay, good line. Good line. That wasn't too bad. Was so cringe. Yeah, Ready to Rumble was awesome. When he was like 39, oh dang. That is pretty late. That means I could still become a pro wrestler. I mean, I probably could if I wanted to. What I would love to do, I would love to just be in this space and experience it once. Like, I would love to do, I want to do a wrestling comic, and I am talking to pro wrestlers right now, trying to negotiate who can work with me and, you know, kind of deliver a story based off personal experience in the industry, and also story aligns above and beyond what that is. Yeah, The Wrestler. That's a good one. And yeah, I would love for that to just, I would love to be in one match eventually. Or like, even if I was in like a pro wrestling movie for a scene or something like that, I would love that. I actually know a director. I actually know a very famous director. I want to be an extra in one of his movies. He just had GSP in one of his movies, and I was like, you can like GSP kick me through a window. I'm cool with that. Of course, I'd have to spar around with GSP if I had the chance. If I was on set with him and we were both doing a movie, I'd be like, we got to do a little bit of spar. We got to do a little bit of train man. I think that would be too awesome. Could not pass that up. Haha! I still don't know how to dodge that one, but that's okay. That was almost hitless. We've almost got the Ada lines down for hitless. It was Jake the Snake. Thank you. Yeah, he helped Jake the Snake.
Leon,
I am,
can you hear
yes,
me?
Yami. I'm very blessed with my networking connections, and that's
you
kind of
find
why I started
anything?
Crimson Titan. I want to help in the different fields that I'm in, get people that practical experience to do professional work so that I can use those connections to help people. I want to build something that will help people bridge that gap into industry from other places, because a lot of people these days do not want to move to Hollywood, do not want to be involved in the whole subculture. They just want to work with the people doing stuff, right? They want good connections with people who are productive and doing things, and that's what they want. Nobody really wants to be in the Hollywood cult anymore. Like, it's just such like a icky, gross place. It's full of drama and bullshit that if I can do anything to like grow myself and then give people that bridge, that's what I want. Who are trying to get away from addiction. That's awesome. That's what life's all about. Bang! Diamond Kid, we were just talking about that night. Big fist bump, dude. If you guys don't know my homie, MRR Knight, that is a very awesome, talented streamer. And he's the commentator for Excite Pro Wrestling, which we were just talking about. So go follow his channel. DDP is her uncle? Oh, that's super cool. A starving artist, so you clung onto your day job. Well, you should. My biggest advice to people is literally don't quit your day job. You need, so I experienced this myself with a lot of musicians. They will put themselves into poverty to pursue music. But the thing is that you can't do that, right? Because it doesn't enable you to actually succeed. Like, you need equipment, you need time, you need to be able to travel. You have to fund yourself at the beginning to make those things happen. So having a day job is an extremely important thing. Oh, crud, we got liquored. It's only one hit, though, so far. Okay, we're still fine. We're still fine. This run is still alive. We're actually doing pretty good. That's when your band got signed? Right? Isn't that funny? Yeah, you have to stick to what you're doing to make this happen. And when they finally take off, go with it. Try it. Do it. Let it rock. But a lot of people will be like, well, I'm trying to make this happen, but they're not giving themselves a chance to succeed because they're not funding themselves properly. Your former agent, and what do you know? He ended up being a liar and a thief. Oh no! Wait, what were you in, G-Dub? Like, what was your line of work? Don't even want to talk about. Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah, that would be fuming. I get it. We will take the side pack. That is useful. Yeah, take the steady road, right? Things will happen. You don't have to rush for fame and for this and that. Like, there's been times where I've drawn on comic books and been a writer and done layouts and everything was going gravy, and then it slowed down and it wasn't there. And I was like, okay, well, I still have things to fall back on. And then there's other times where it picks up and it's going like crazy, right? Now, eventually, I'm working towards being super full-time with everything, and now it's kept me full-time. Oh, we got a nice threefer. Look at that. Actually, let's keep this shotgun out. We got these turbo-ass zombies. Turboing in here. Yo, Dr. Poxy, how you doing, buddy? What am I doing out of bed, missing that freaking emote? I love that emote. No, I have a lot of construction going on at the house right now, guys, so it's gonna be nighttime stream for a little bit. I am totally sorry for the upset, and I know that there's gonna be less of us hanging out. There's probably gonna be less than half of us hanging out here, but if you guys are okay with it, I'm cool with it. I kind of like streaming at night, not gonna lie. Hey, Executioner, you have a wonderful night. It was really good to meet you. Big fist bump. And yeah, be sure to check out Excite Wrestling. Honk honk. Is that the DeLorean? Okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm competent at this game. Great Scott, Marty! I've met Christopher Lloyd 2 times now in my life. Both times just brought a smile to my face. It's a Cybertruck. Oh. Do. I don't recognize it. I mean, like, I recognize the shape language. It looks like something from a sci-fi movie. but I can't place it. This key is now useless. Well, networking and growing, like, so marketing is a whole thing. You would think just because you're in a niche, you'll reach that audience, but even in that niche, you have to get your stuff in front of the audience, right? And that is a very tricky thing to do. I know some incredible artists. I'm talking people that blow me out of the water that aren't on the radar at all, right? And a lot of that is, where are you putting your stuff and attention and attracting that base? Okay, we got him in slow mode. He's stuck. Got him. That was like one of the best Mr.X fights we've ever had. He didn't even get around the corner. Yeah, eek! So I wouldn't be down on yourself. It's a learning curve. And I have to tell artists this all the time. It's like, as an artist, you are also a business owner. So run your business, right? And so if you're trying to do that with like goth modeling and different things, you have to have that mindset, right? You have to run your business. Some cheat by paying for ads. Well, no, paying for ads is actually an important thing. The other thing you can do, like advertisement is perfectly viable. You know, that's how a business runs. Now, if you're paying for like fake viewers and stuff, that's kind of, that's something else, but. Too easy. Do. If you don't want to pay for ads, maybe that investment's not worth it. You just have to find those other avenues of networking, right? Networking. That is the big key. Big key. And it's a hard thing. It can be a hard thing to do sometimes. Business promoting, yeah. Think of what you're doing is a business. And if you think of it like that, like that's what I'm having to learn right now with art, is really, you know, making what I do a business and taking it seriously. And oh no, I don't want to go this way because the liquor's up there. We want to come from the opposite direction. My bad. We'll go through the office. For instance, like I did one paid advertisement on the YouTube videos for our comic book, right? That got quite a few eyes on it. And some of those people actually ended up funding the project. Oops, not that way. And so, like, I have a different job that helps fund that. But what I'm essentially doing is I'm investing into myself, right? I'm doing a little bit of paid promotion here to get X, Y, and Z so that thing creates for itself. And that campaign did really great. It actually completely exceeded my expectations in every sense of the way. I don't think that was because of me, though. I think I was just being blessed. Like, we didn't have the audience necessarily to create something that big, and it really just was blessed. Oh, this is where I gotta go. I gotta shoot Mr.X in the face again. So a little bit of faith, a lot of hard work were kind of the combinations that paid off on that. And I was so fearful of failure, I didn't want to launch. Like, I didn't want to do it. I had the whole thing set up and I'm streaming it to publish now, and I was freaking terrified. Business cards? Yeah, business cards are a good thing. I actually need to do my business cards. You'll hand a lot out that, like, I don't think business cards are necessarily good for like just going around and spamming them. But it can be the thing, like if somebody's really interested and you hand them a business card, it sits in their wallet, and then when they come across that, that's like I've seen those kinds of things happen. When the comic book stuff is gonna ship, yes, I'll actually talk about that right now. I need a actually tonight might work. I just need a little bit of quiet time to film the video. The digital episodes of the comic are going to start shipping every 2 weeks to you guys. And then the physical items are almost all done. I actually have the glasses and the bookmarks. I'm waiting for the shirts and the plaque, the thing for the plaque. But yeah, it's getting real close. And so whenever you guys will be getting the digital issues out soon, then you'll be getting a physical package that has everything in it. And hopefully the book is printed by then. And if it's not, I will just ship the book separately again to everybody, which is a little bit more expensive, but I want people to have their stuff. So yeah, it is on the road. We have deadlines. You only 50? You know how big that was, Adeline? You know how freaking huge that is? Like, for me to sit here and be like, look, I am doing this thing and I'm asking people to trust and support what I'm doing, and you come out with $50 of your hard-earned money that can go to feeding your face and saying, hey, I want that. That was enormous. You understand, like, you helped make a whole bunch of people's dreams come true. A whole bunch. There's what, 5 or 6 artists on this thing and writers? It's awesome. Yo, the Savage Quest. Oh, he got really close. I did not expect that. How did that other one not kill him? Okay, whatever. How are we still fine? I've gotten way too lucky here. And everyone involved, and we appreciate that. Like, it goes a long way. Like, thank you. Like, a big shout out to you and to Friar Alex. Friar Alex basically started my art career, which is why I love, every time I like get better at art, I do a new Xenomorph piece or Ripley piece and send that to him, because he actually made pretty much the whole thing. Wait a second. Hold on, I'm going the wrong way. You guys are getting me talking about all this sappy stuff. No, I can't remember what I'm doing. Here we go. I wasn't gonna just hand them out to people without saying, yeah. Well, a lot of people do that. They'll go around to conventions and they'll hand their stuff out to everybody. And I think it can work in getting eyes on your stuff. Like, I know a lot of streamers did that and they got a lot of views, but it never translated to opportunities and sales, if that makes sense. So like, have your business cards, have them ready, and just, yeah, when those moments come, like I have a business card right here for the editor from Dark Horse. I have not used it yet, and it's been almost a year. But what I have done is I'm setting it there, and I've been working on my stuff to make sure that my stuff is good enough that I can go, hey, you know, we talked at the convention. I just wanted to send over my portfolio in case you guys were looking for an artist in the future. Right? Because they stopped by the table, they already liked what they saw. I want them to be impressed at the improvement, knowing that that relationship's gonna keep going. Keep getting better. Heck yeah, friend. And once I have a few more things dialed in, one of the things I want to do too is like a sponsorship for other people's stuff. And it would be cool to like sponsor your music and stuff like that. As soon as that's a whole different department of availability, and I don't quite have the mental capacity for it. But as soon as I can, I want to do that. Like, I've been trying to work with different models and artists, like musicians and stuff like that. I'm not anyway like a jealous competitor. I think competition is a good thing and it's exciting. I actually want people to succeed. And so I'd love to help out other people grow and do their things as much as possible. Boom. Savage, how you doing, my buddy? Beak. I don't know if I'm awesome. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how everything works out. I just, I've been blessed, and I want to use that blessing to also bless and help others. That whole idea, I like the term, I don't know if you guys have ever heard it. I like the term salvation starts today, right? Like, a lot of people are always waiting for that moment to come, that thing to happen to them. But it doesn't. Like, you start that journey. You have to start on it. And a big part of it is just attitude. I want to be a positive influence and a positive motivator. Sometimes things are just what they are. Sometimes people just need support to know that they're not alone, and I can be that too. Haha, Birkin! I'm doing pretty good, Savage. Like I was telling the chat earlier, I've been in the sun a lot lately, so I got a little bit of like, you know when you've been out in the sun for like several days in a row and you're just kind of tired? It's like heat tired, I get. Feel kind of pruny, just like, I'm tired and need to sleep and drink water. That's kind of where I'm at. But not a bad thing at all. Not by any stretch of the imagination. I got to go ride on some jet boats, which was super fun. Then, what was it? Oh, and then I went fishing. And then after that, I went shooting. It was like 3 days in the sun for a lot of hours and a really good weekend. Also a busy weekend, because I was out of town like every day. Oh, and I went out of town, I picked up the glasses for the comic book. And I got to go to Iguana Comics, which was really cool. They had a lot of good stuff. I got the artist edition, Jim Lee, DC Legends, and Jim Lee X-Men. So I've been studying the crap out of those. It's so different looking at them full size. It's so different looking at them full size. Shotgun shells. Man, we're doing really, really good so far. So the biggest obstacle for the rest of the run may actually just be the second Mr.X fight in the substation. And Mr.X in the substation. And then Super Tyrant. So if we can get to Super Tyrant without taking like any hits, we might have a really good chance, because we had a really good fight against him last time. I dodged a good amount of his moves and kept him on that leash, which was super stressful, by the way. But that was a good fight. Wait, are you a tattoo artist? I didn't know that. Oh, would I be interested in participating in a charity stream? Absolutely. There's actually a few, and I need to reach out to a nice gentleman who got a hold of me about stuff for veterans too. Yeah, I would love to do that. If I can get some help with promoting, that way we can get a bigger audience in. I would love to do that. We get a big audience, that way we can have a bigger pool, a draw to the charity, obviously. People probably won't watch me forever, but if I think if we can do some drawings and some giveaways and some challenge runs, like maybe Deathless Contra again, maybe Blaster Master again. Also, I got the other Blaster Master games. We need to do those together sometime. The Zeros, Blaster Master Zero. Yeah, dude, that was a really cool Magneto, man. Savage, if you get on that sequential art hop, start doing pages and panels, might be able to actually pull you in as an artist. Might be able to. We can DM and see if we can't work something out to help you and help grow us too. Mutual benefit. I don't know how much art you're getting out and doing these days, but I mean, the more the better. Just let me know if you're interested. So Earth Phases will promote the whole thing. We are working on a flyer for streamers to use right now. Oh yeah. You know me. I'm down. You can put me in my golden Speedo holding a pineapple, the shit-eating grin on my face, and say, join the stream. I'm sure that'll bring all the people in. I'm sure that'll bring all the people in. Do 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 do. Pointers! Pointers! Heck yeah. That'd be funny. Pointers! Do I just love this freaking game? Health is finally getting better. That's good to hear. You kind of need that to do stuff, right? Happy to hear that. In the US, as far as you know. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a new model of healthcare that emerges, because that's becoming more popular right now, is nonprofit healthcare, but it's privately funded, and so it's way better. It's just there's not a lot of it yet. But I imagine with the right tax breaks that enough people,
Leon.
you know, wealthy people would rather put their money there than into the government.
Quiet, Leon. I'll bet you.
Biomechanical tattoos, those are so sick.
That's two I
Without
owe you.
question, right?
Don't
Yeah.
mention it.
I have seen a lot of cool stuff from that, and I hope it continues to grow here. Because you get people that are passionate and qualified and hopefully paid enough to compensate for the stress. And like I said, the donors and stuff get big tax breaks, and that money is way better used there than it is, especially on this government. We had wealthy people donating to us. Yeah, that takes a lot of work. You know, just being around heart support's the same thing. Just my luck with health seizures. Took that. Yeah, I imagine it'd be really hard to do tattooing with that kind of thing. But there are other opportunities for art out there. There are. But yeah, I love tattoo artists. My tattoo artist is a super cool guy. And he actually was one of the biggest supporters when my art sucked. My art was just absolute dog shit. And he would like my stuff. And that was super cool. That meant a lot, because I really look up to tattoo artists. Like, they are really, really talented. You're also well compensated, but you're the lead at our clinic. Yeah. No, that's super cool, Adeline. Dude, meeting all of those things, I can absolutely, like, I want to make sure that becomes a thing. Absolutely. Like, people getting paid is an important thing. It really is. So, I hope, yeah, more and more, less government funding, less all that shit, and more, not investment. I don't want to say investment, because I don't necessarily want, like, people can invest into Crimson Titan. Nobody's owning stock in it, though, if you get what I mean. Because I'm not sacrificing what I am doing for what other people think and being held captive by shareholders. That's not what's happening. So, people donating to get those breaks, I think is a really good thing, because it still leaves the creative and like leadership progress stuff all to people who are actually qualified to make those decisions. It's why a lot of movies suck now, because it's the shareholders that make the decisions, not the writers and directors. Which is why, like, indie movies have become so badass. Like, have you guys seen Godzilla -1? Has anybody watched that movie? That movie was freaking incredible. Right. I mean, you're probably not gonna, you know, you're not gonna get rich being a vet. There's no way, no how, but livable. Livable, right? You need to see Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's a weird freaking movie, and I kind of like it. Okay, I think that's all the rounds. Yep. Good round count there. We can pretty much waste our handgun ammo now. He does spray cans. Oh, dude, yeah, the spray paint artists are crazy too.
We finally
There's
arrived.
some, like, I'm definitely a penciler inker. I'm not a colorist per se. I love color, and I'm working very hard at getting better at it. But man, nothing is an excuse for a good colorist, right? Like, I hear a lot of artists be like, well, I want to do my own stuff. And it's like, I totally get that. But listen, if you actually have a professional colorist color your stuff, and I don't mean like a lot of the bad colorists that are out there posing as professional. I mean like, you know, Joe Chito, Alex Sinclair, like guys like that. You have them color your stuff and it's insane. And it's insane. It's insane what those guys do. Yeah, your work doesn't have any... I'm the same way. I mean, it was kind of a thing, like, a lot of families are, like, asking, like, about their kids, like, hanging out with my kid over the summer, and I can tell that there's, like, they want more of that influence in their kids' life, and it's like, yep, all the kids in this city are coming to my house. That was a really good Mr.X fight. I actually stopped him short pretty good. Yo, what's up, Kroll? How's it going? It's going really good right now. Tried oil paints, faded and making it looks like crap. Yeah, I'm not the best with tradition. I'm liking markers a lot. Markers are definitely more my jam, and I think that's because markers mimic more of what I do with digital color. So it's the transitional idea and like muscle memory mechanics are kind of the same. But I did take an acrylic paint like Bob Ross class with my friend who's a licensed Bob Ross teacher, instructor, and that was killer because what I did actually looked cool. Mostly, you know, because of her though, not me. She's just a good teacher. She was the one who taught Owen Wilson, who is now doing that movie. How cool is that? Or a show, whatever it is. The thing he's doing is Bob Ross. Playing with your little brother? Nice. Oh, you played a little with your brother. Gotcha. Oh, you played RE1? On GameCube or the original? Like Director's Cut or RE1 Remake? Or wait, hold on, Gen 1? We played Gen 1 together. What's Gen 1? Like Pokemon, Generation 1? Or is Gen 1 literally a thing? I don't know what that is. She's so freaking talented? Yes, she is. You know exactly who I'm talking about, Beth. You know exactly who I'm talking about. It was really fun getting to hang out with Amanda when we did the hard support retreat and like Jake was there and stuff like that. That was a really good time. Anytime I get to spend with you know, Dan and Casey and Sam is just a really, really freaking good time. You like to trade in battle? Oh, nice. Yeah, dude, I love Pokemon Red and Blue. Or I should say Yellow. That's the version I rock. But yeah, like, you know, Gen 1. Yeah, just give me the details when it's ready, and I'll do what I can. I'm in no rush because I'm also really busy, and I'm trying to plan my new life. With this martial arts teaching opening up, kind of a big deal. It's changing a lot of things. Oh, we already jumped. Oh, shoot! Oh my gosh, did you see that dodge? Dude, I hope this is the run just for that dodge. Are you bleeding, sucker? Oh. Okay, we beat him. That was too easy. Okay, it wasn't too easy. I was a little stressed there at first, especially when he caught me. He jumped in the middle. That dodge was epic. That was not a practice thing. That was good old raw Resident Evil instinct. streamers are on board and you will take it serious. Yeah, that's also an important thing. I do take charity seriously. I like charity. I like helping people. All right, substation, let's go, baby. Dude, I mean, raising $400 or $500 for charity would be killer. You'd be surprised. Like, I think moderate expectations are the best. Sometimes those things blow up, like it's crazy. But we'll see where it goes. I'm in for it, and it may not even be big the first year, but if you continue to grow, you know, the support and stuff like that. And listen, I would be totally willing to do some animal drawings. That's what I gotta do. Sent you pic of the bio tattoo? Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, I actually need to get back into the shop and get some more work done on my tattoos. Artist did a really good job with what everything is set up for, so I need to go get it finished. I need to get my arm, my chest, my hip, my leg, everything finished. And then I'll probably do a back piece, but I think I want to draw out the layout for my back piece because I want it to be, I think it has something more specific. But I don't actually draw my own tattoo ideas. I let my artist rock. I like, hey, this is the idea, go for it. And he pretty much hits like everything that I'm thinking about, which is super nice. I've had people ask me to do tattoo art, and I'm like, no, I'm not trained to do that. Like, I'll do a drawing for you that you can take to the artist as like a reference. Ain't no way, no how to put an ink gun. Yeah, and Adeline, you might want to try to contact Twitch and see if you can get a little bit of front page time for the charity. That's typically reserved for partners, but you never know. You never know. Ask and you shall receive, right? And he's the one that tatted your work on you? Ah, I totally see him. Yeah, I can understand that. Oh, of course. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Community, right? Community is important. The free will to engage with others. You know, I do believe that there's a spiritual war in our world. And in order to combat that, you got to bring light to it, right? That is working with others to do good things. To love each other. Support each other. It's one of the best ways. It's someone else's work, but I try to explain that it's your work. You just had people tat it to me. My artist does stuff with other people's work all the time. He'll do connections or like draw around it. put it inside a piece. Like he's turned quite a few like small tattoos into sleeves and stuff like that from other artists. But yeah, I can understand how people don't necessarily want to put a different style, their style into a different style. And being an artist is an interesting thing, because when you give it's like me being a penciler and giving my stuff over to an inker. I'm trusting that that guy is following the instructions I laid down in the pencils, and that anytime he makes an alteration or a deviation, that it's going to be for the betterment of the piece and not to the detriment. And that's a hard thing to do, right? It's a hard collaboration, because putting your name with other artists' work can sometimes be rough. It can sometimes not be a great thing. That's why I said, like, a colorist, a real professional colorist is such a big deal. Like, one of my big things going forward, on one of my next books, I want to raise enough money to get Alex Sinclair to color it. And then I've got one of our artists who's actually moving into digital colors too. I can't wait for him to, yeah, he's freaking incredible. Scheduled end times for consistent rating through is very important in my opinion. I think that is a really good idea, Adeline. You're gonna wanna find streamers that are gonna be flexible to meeting new times, and I'm totally willing to do that. How are you still standing? Flamethrower! Okay. No hits from the double betas or alpha lickers, whatever they're called. I think they're alpha lickers. Yeah, they're like more evolved. If you guys don't know, the T-virus is actually pretty interesting, because if your body accepts the T-virus, you become a tyrant, like, you know, Mr.X. But if your body rejects the virus, you become a zombie, like, and the zombie is actually not the final transformation. That is your skin molting off as you become a licker. So like you go zombie and then become a crimson head until you're finally fully molted and transformed into one of those alpha lickers, which is, I thought pretty neat. Okay, no poison. Still haven't finished the remaster of what? 4? Or 2? These games are not easy. I remember there was a few times, especially when I was younger, that I'd have to quit and start over. That was kind of like the stressful thing about these games. And I think that's why they were so good. It was like, dang, I'm out of ammo and I'm dying. I think one more and then we can move on past. The one I was laughing at you playing. It's a tough game. Okay, we've still got 72% flamethrower, which is great. I don't know if we can use that on the lickers or not, but I dare not try. Oh, let me burn this guy too. I love watching people play Resident Evil 2 Remake for the first time, because there is some legitimate fear that happens in people's playthroughs, and it's really great. Because that game is super unnerving. It's super good. So you try and link the cables? Oh, yeah. That's not easy. Oh, Mr.X. Dude, I got shocked and despair. Like, let's make this happen, dude. For an hour? Yeah. You'll get it. When you get those aha moments, those games make sense. Like, it's not like a platform. Like, the whole point of a Resident Evil game is the mystery. How did you get over there? Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, thank you for that, guys. Sorry. Where are we? There we are. That's Resident Evil. That's Resident Evil. It's one of those, these are one of those games, they're very hard at first. They're very difficult at first. And then as you start playing and replaying, you start unlocking skills in the game. And it's like this beautiful thing of like, oh man, you grow with the game. Bam! All headshots. I saw what you did to my friend. Bam! Bam! You know RE5 like that. You're not going to in a little while if they remake it though. That's gonna be wild. You know they're going to. You absolutely know they're going. They're gonna. I think they're gonna remake all the way up to 6. Okay, I understand certain criticisms about Resident Evil 5. It's not a great Resident Evil per se. Like 4 is a lot better of a Resident Evil game than 5 is. However, 5 is a better video game. 5 is an incredible freaking video game in general, right? And so with like an RE5 remake, if you get rid of some of the Call of Duty-isms and you get back to more some of the Resident Evil stuff, you darken the, like, start in the daytime in that public square where all that happens. That's totally cool. That was a great scene. But then you need to darken it quick. You need to put it into twilight, you need to put it into sunset and get really into nighttime quick and have some serious Resident Evil vibes, right? And you need to start sprinkling laboratory stuff and information about Umbrella and Tricell like way earlier. I think that is a really good way of bringing that game to where it needs to be. Yo, Boot, what's going on, man? Always glad to see you, buddy. Big fist bump. I think Resident Evil 5 is a pretty tough game, actually. It's, but it's definitely better than the AI. I remember I could not absolutely could not pass some things on the professional with the AI. The AI was just constantly getting killed. And as soon as I had a friend, oh man, we did that with no ammo, just knives. We were just like going to town. It was great. Run's good so far. Run's good so far. First run of the night and consistent. We haven't gone into caution once. So it's been a pretty solid run overall. See how everything else plays out, but we're past the poison, so that's a good thing. We have Mr.X is gonna jump us here in a second. We gotta see how that plays out, because that room is a little tight, and I tend to take a hit or two in there, which is not great. So if we can minimize that, we got a really good chance. It's impossible with the, I know, it really is. And I understand it's hard to balance AI in a game like that, but I hope they give the game more of a Resident Evil 3 thing where you're split between Chris and Sheva doing different things. As a matter of fact, you could just play as Sheva most of that game because Chris is a cardboard box. Chris is so boring in RE5. Like, Sheva keeps that game alive. And Wesker. Wesker is a good character. Dude, everybody be shooting at me. Okay, no hits on Mr.X. That's really good. That's really good. That's super helpful. What do you give me this time? Probably nothing. Oh, Magnum bullets, okay. Not like we need that many for the final boss anyways, but makes me feel good. Yeah, if you guys aren't following Boot, dude's my brother from another mother. You just shibby, trying to make sure everyone's having fun. It's true. Shibby time! To make life difficult, yeah. Ada! All right, power room key and the good music, let's go. Get out, dude. Yeah, dude, we're so close. This run has been really good. You know, speaking of difficult, have you guys played Stellar Blade? That game is so fun and so tough. Mr.X is bad. Mr.X is bad, okay.
Leon, you made it.
It's okay, now you got a Klondike bar. Birkin is worse?
Where are you?
I don't know. I mean, Birkin, yeah, I guess Birkin is pretty bad. I think he's a little bit easier to get away from in the final fights. I think Super Tyrant is, once he hits you, it's really hard to recover. Fine! Yeah. Where's that Homer disappear? Redeem. No. But you do, okay, so the thing about Stellar Blade, yeah, the main character is super gorgeous, right? They went to town on doing that. No. That game is the best Souls-like game in my opinion. It is the smoothest playing, one of the most difficult, one of the most fair games I've ever played. Like, oh, hold on, I gotta grab Cherry. Oh, no, I gotta go upstairs and then grab Cherry. Is the only hard game ever, yep. Dark Souls is the only hard game ever made. There was no Nintendo, Super Nintendo before that. There was no Sonic the Hedgehog before those games. Yeah, no, it's incredible. The graphics are good, the story is good, the music is good, the combat is good. Dude, it is awesome. It is awesome. it is, I bought it just because of the censorship thing. Where they were like, hey, we're not gonna do like culture censor. We're not gonna censor our game just because people are gonna want it. And they kept good on that. So I supported the game.
Claire's waiting for you.
And then I didn't even know if I was gonna play it or not, but you know, I booted it up just cause. And yeah, the intro got me so good that I kept playing, and it was super worth it. Yeah, let's actually finish this level. Sherry! Yeah, the art direction is a really good one on Stellar Blade. Like, they knew how to make something like anime and like futuristic, but feel very gritty and grounded. Like, you know how like when you watch anime stuff, you're never like really afraid that the main character is gonna get hurt or die? That's the opposite. Like, there were consequences and permanent damage everywhere. So there were cutscenes that would happen and you're like, oh no, like, what is gonna happen? What is this gonna do? Yeah, I still need to play Horizon. Story in a Souls game? No. I want weird bosses with vague hints, lore. Well, you get that, but you also get to stare at a night spot. Oh, yeah, I mean, well, no. I can't say that all dudes. I think a lot, well, hold on. Let me explain this thoroughly. Yes, I think men in general are attracted to strong women. Not bitchy women, strong women. That doesn't mean, cause my vagina, you're just an absolute asshole, right? Strong women are attractive. Like, that personality is very attractive. I think also a lot of guys are intimidated of strong women. Blaster Master wishes it could be Dark Souls. Blaster Master's cool. I'm really excited to play Blaster Master 0. Do. Strong women rock. I agree. That's one of the things that attracted me to my wife. Kansai girl archetype. What does that exactly mean? I'm not familiar with that term. I'm impressed. All right, guys, here's the moment of truth. Moments of truth. Let's see how this goes. Oh, loud, brash anime girl. Oh, that's, you can keep that then. I'm not. Uh-oh. We freaking did it! Oh my gosh! And I'm in fine. Look how clean that fight was. Holy crap! We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. Oh my gosh! Let's freaking go! Walk it out, slow motion style. I'm a badass. I'm Leon Kennedy. I was here exactly. You were here. You were here. Reload. Oh, double. Beep, beep. Help me, Leon. Dude, I cannot believe it. This run was killer. That was a sick fight. Figment of your imagination. Well, that makes a lot more sense.
Sherry's unconscious.
I have the antidote.
Oh my gosh.
If I give it to her.
I'm like a kid with his first lollipop. I'm so giddy right now.
What's happening?
Not now.
This
Come on,
better
Sherry,
not be
wake
a
up.
dream.
Wake
This
up.
better not be a
Please wake up.
dream. If I wake up from this, I'm gonna be pissed. Your face is a sick bite.
Where am I?
It
It
worked.
Oh,
worked.
Sherry.
It's my favorite Leon
You're
quote
gonna be
ever.
okay. Thanks, Claire.
It's over.
No. I have to find my brother.
Right. This is
You're
just
right.
the beginning.
This is just the beginning. Goodbye, Ada.
Goodbye, Ada. Dude, I would be legitimately angry. We're not done yet.
What was that?
What was that?
Warning, biohazardous outbreak imminent. The emergency system has been activated. This train will detonate. Repeat, this train will detonate.
I like how somebody turned themselves into the dog.
What's wrong?
Somebody did that just to mess with me. Looking at you. Give me the booze. He's the master of unlocking. Oh, he's with the master. This is true. Well, no, because they're separated by this point. Jill is in Raccoon City still, actually, dealing with her own BS. And Chris is on his way to Europe. Booze? Where? I know, right? Oh, man, I could use a nice beer. Love this music. Why won't you die? Giant gaping spiky butthole. It's terrifying. Quick, get the pet. Yeah, that's the ultimate weapon. I wonder how good this thing does. I think I have to be way too close. Oh yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. What? I've never seen that freaking happen, ever. What is going on? No way! What? You gotta be kidding me. Okay. Holy crap, that got weird and stressful. That got really weird and stressful. It's all because I did the damn flamethrower. Okay, guys, never screw around with the flamethrower. Thank you for bombing me. That was super nice. Almost ruined the run. It really tried to screw me there, dude.
Warning.
That's
Warning.
too funny.
Self-destruct system has been activated.
I mean, like I said, it's my fault for playing with the flamethrower. I got a little too cocky there, to be honest, but you know what? Hey, that's good content. That's good content, right?
Claire, what is this? Stay back.
I was losing my mind there for a second. I was like, you gotta be shitting me. That was too funny.
Not good. Leon, where are you?
Leon, where are you?
Wonderful.
Sherry? What are you doing? We have to stop the train, right? I can do it. But come and get me. I'm right here.
I didn't need the cam to see that. Dude, I was losing my mind just a little bit.
Which one's the right switch?
Just a little bit.
Maybe this one?
Just a little bit.
Sherry!
Leon!
Just a little bit.
Ah! Okay, hold on.
Push the switch over there!
Got it!
He's pooping. Yeah, he's had too much Pepto-Bismol.
Finally, the exit.
Yeah, finally the exit. It's almost
I'm
like
okay.
a meta
Where's
comment
Claire?
right there.
Claire? Claire!
Right here.
Finally the exit, yeah. Dude,
They just won't quit.
just won't
Come on,
quit.
we have to get out of here. Run! So,
How much
it's
opera scream is at the end? Yeah.
Sherry, you look terrible. No
It's so
worse than
awesome, I
you,
love it.
Claire.
Come on.
Oh no!
What's wrong?
Big D,
Something
you are
wrong?
just in time. Holy crap.
Don't have any time to waste.
Well, let's open this mosh pit up.
It's up to